you start?
Hi, your neighbor.
Okay, how much fast food do you eat a week? How often do you cook a homemade meal and know every single ingredient that you have consumed? The sad reality is that most of us consume more processed food than we should. Sooner or later, our bodies will start to feel it. You will start to feel it, if you have not already. Do you have as much energy as you wish you did, or do you look or weigh the way that you want to? Processed foods contain zero nutrition and empty calories. Believe it or not, processed foods are addictive. They give you relentless hunger and can even contain food dyes that make the food look fresher and more appealing when really it's been sitting on that shelf at your favorite store for longer than you'd imagine. Recent studies have shown that most people don't eat at their preferred food restaurant because they enjoy it, but because they are addicted to it. Many of you are thinking there's no such thing as food addiction, but according to healthstatus.com, food addiction is real. These food addictions are due to the chemical compounds in the processed foods that we are eating. Let's say Johnny has his favorite Swiss roll. Well, that treat is going to work on the calming chemicals in the brain, or dopamine, as many of us know about. Foods high in sugar, fat, or salt give us a high that we later crash from and feel lazy. A lot of people find themselves looking for more of these fatty, salty, and sweet foods when they crash. This is food addiction. How many of you have told yourselves, okay, I'm not going to eat any more McDonald's or Wendy's or whatever kind of fast food restaurant?
This fat guy right here.
But then just a couple days later, or 1 week later, you find yourself there.
Triple baconator.
Because you have such a strong craving for it. But is it just a craving, or
Pork is bad for you.
This need for certain foods don't just make us lethargic, as I mentioned earlier, but they can put you on edge, crabby, or perhaps occupy your mind when you should be thinking about work or other important plans. Not many people are aware of the fact that processed foods can contain food dyes. The food dye has one purpose, and that's to give the perception that the food is fresh. It lets your processed meal have its wonderful shelf life of 3 years or so. If you wouldn't eat a banana that has been sitting in your kitchen for 3 years, why would you eat a food that's been sitting on a shelf or feed it to your children? Healthy Living on MSN.com has found that these food dyes can cause things like ADHD, asthma, food allergies, and of course cancer. Most processed foods are heated at a very high amount before storage to kill bacteria to allow it to be kept on shelves for so long. Not only does heating the food at such high levels kill the bacteria, but also the proteins and the nutrients in it as well, so that by the time you get it, there's zero nutrition left in it. It's just empty calories that aren't doing your body any good. Today's final point is relentless hunger. Processed foods can contain all these added sugars like high fructose corn syrup that you can see on any label that you find. So that fructose corn syrup blocks the brain signal that tells us that we're full, so we keep on eating and feel less satisfied in the end. Obviously, overeating causes diabetes, obesity, heart disease, and high cholesterol, just to name a few. When we actually sit down and have a hearty, nutritious meal, we feel more satisfied and fuller for a longer period of time, and it gives us the nutrition that our body needs to get through the day without crashing. If we stop eating processed foods, not only will we get through the day better, but get through life better. Healthy Living on MSN.com also mentioned that statistics are showing that the next group of children will be the first generation whose life expectancy is going to be shorter than their parents. That's something to think about. Yes, fast food is convenient and quicker with our crazy, busy, and hectic lives, but wouldn't taking a few extra minutes on the weekend to prepare our meals and snacks for the week be more rewarding in the end for us? Not only are processed foods deteriorating our health and body, but they're also harming our wallet. We could save thousands of dollars a year if we simply cooked our own foods. In the end, everyone is free to make their own choices and eat what they want, but the next time you're in line with your favorite treat in hand, at least you'll be aware of processed food addiction, the dyes your treat contains, and the relentless hunger it will cause. If there's anything I'd like you to take back from today, or to take from today would be something I mentioned earlier. If you wouldn't eat a 3-year-old banana, why would you eat a meal that claims it's good until 2017? Is your body and health not worth it? Thank you. That's it.
Good job. Well done.